All right, let's get to work right now. Week 11, here we come. Thank you guys all so much for joining us here on Pub Sports Radio. We start Thursday, November 18th, the Thursday night or 8:20 p.m. Eastern. New England Patriots at Atlanta Falcons. Patriots 6-4, 4-0 on the road. Falcons 4-5, 1-3 at home. Let's move over here to the card. We have it opening up at 5.5 at Pinnacle right now. It is a stale line, so I'm not sure. There are sevens across the board at most books right now. I will pull up the actual Pinnacle site so we know the opener to what it is right now. From a cash flow perspective, we have 3,908 tickets in. 79% of the tickets are on the Patriots. 86% of the cash is on them as well. Then you have 40% of tickets and 60% of cash on the under. If you are just playing off what the public is seeing right now, it'd be a very simple bet on the Falcons at +7. Question is, do you have the balls to trust the Falcons? And this is probably a spot where we should try to, because the Patriots are getting a ton of love. Now, they are 4-0 on the road this year. Patriots coming off a dominating 45-7 home win over the Browns for their fourth straight win. Mac Jones, 19-23 for 198 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. First Patriots rookie with 3 or more touchdown passes in the game since Drew Bledsoe in Week 18 of the 1993 season. First rookie in franchise history with 3 or more passing touchdowns and no interceptions in the game. Even Brian Hoyer came in and had a little fun. Went 3 for 3 for 85 yards and a touchdown. As you said, Kendrick Bourne caught 4 passes for 98 yards and a touchdown. He also ran 3 times for 43 yards. Hunter Henry caught 4 passes for 37 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson looked very good. We have Damian Harris in concussion. He returned to practice today in concussion protocol. And, Ramondre looked very, very good. New England was 7 of 9 on third down. They scored on all 4 possessions in the first half to take a 24-7 lead. They were able to get tons of pressure, 5 sacks, 10 quarterback hits, knocked Mayfield out of the game. Kyle Duggar got 8 tackles and interception. The Patriots held the Browns to 217 total yards and 1 of 11 on third down. The Patriots defense is allowing just 17.7 points, second best in the NFL. And as always, they have this lengthy list of questionables. And, Yuki, Juwan Bentley, Trent Brown, Kyle Duggar, Donta Hightower, Jalen Mills, Shaq Mason, Kyle Van Noy can all be expected to be in the lineup. Same with Brandon Bolden and N'Keal Harry. It's Gunnar Olszewski and Jonnu Smith and Damian Harris, who may or may not be. Damian Harris is likely to be back in action. Do you believe in what you're seeing from the Patriots? Do you want them as a touchdown favorite here on the road?
It's funny. I was actually talking to one Alexander Pavone about this game earlier today, and I predicted this would be set at 6.5, which I think it was to open, and I thought there was a chance that it might be a little bit more, just because of recency bias. We saw New England go off. We saw Atlanta. I don't know what the opposite of go off is, but that was it. They got absolutely slaughtered. I don't think it's going to get any easier for Atlanta. Short week facing Bill Belichick in the cold in New England. They have a better defense than the Cowboys. And I do believe in this New England Patriots team. One of the things that made them so shitty last year, everyone who's lazy and who doesn't really get football, any casual football fan would say, oh yeah, Tom Brady's gone and they were terrible. Not looking at everything else they lost. Not just in free agency, but literally weeks before the season started, they had 7 players opt out due to COVID. That was a patchwork team all year last year. They got these players back. They went hog wild in free agency, which is not a Bill Belichick thing to do. And this team is starting to gel, and they will challenge the Bills for this division. And Atlanta at home, short week, that is a really tough spot. So if I wasn't an anti-Thursday night footballer, I think I would be okay with putting money on the Patriots here.
I think this is the same thing we've been dealing with the last few weeks, like with the Niners game, with the Dolphins game. To me, this is a clear Falcons are no bet.
Yeah, that's what I said this morning. That was the first thing I said was Falcons are no bet, and I've been turning it over in my head all day, and I'm flipping the other way now.
Birdie says Pat's defense is dominant. There are concerns about backing Jones on a short week, but for me, it's Pats or nothing. I can't step in front of this Pats D. I bet the under 47.5 today. Let's go into the Falcons and let's talk about the Falcons. Excuse me. Let's talk about this total here right away. Opened up at 46.5 and it's shooting up. It's up to 48 at Sports Interaction, and Pinnacle is also hanging it at 48, although the under is at minus 114. The +7, by the way, on the Falcons is at also very juiced. The +7 is at minus 117. If you want the Patriots minus 7, it's plus 106. Viper MB in the house had just touched down in Colombia, about to terrorize the town. Viper, have safe travels, and thank you for stopping by, my guy. And James said, I'm seeing a 7.5. I would have to take the 7.5. Harold Williams says it's Pats or pass. And TJ Main says, can't trust Atlanta's defense. What a difference a week makes. 1 week after going into New Orleans and beating them 27-25, Falcons going to Dallas, lose 43-3, down 36-3 at the half. Matt Ryan looked awful. 9-21, 117 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Pulled at the end of the third quarter for Josh Rosen, who somehow looked even worse, going 1 of 6 for 14 yards and 1 interception. Kyle Pitts got 4 passes for 60 yards.
What do you mean somehow? The last time Josh Rosen looked good, he was at UCLA.
I agree, but I just that Matt Ryan had looked so abysmal that I thought anybody could come in and look better. Zacchaeus next with 2 catches for 22 yards. So it was Kyle Pitts and nothing else. Mike Davis continuing to struggle. Wayne Gallman was RB1, 15 carries for 55 yards. Falcons were 111 on first down, just 214 yards. Had a season low 11 first downs. Foye Oluokun continues to strong play, 14 tackles. They managed no pressure whatsoever. 0 sacks, 2 quarterback hits. They have allowed 29.2 points per game. That's 31st in the NFL. Linebacker Darren Bates hurt his ankle against the Cowboys, listed as questionable. Tight end Hayden Hurst and running back wide receiver Cordell Patterson are dealing with ankle injuries, are listed as questionable. Defensive end Jonathan Bullard, tight end Lee Smith, and cornerback Kendall Sheffield were inactive last week and are listed as questionable. So Birdie asking about Patterson's status right now. We'll have to see tomorrow at this point. And Neil Peace and the Atlanta offensive line could not protect Matt Ryan. And Dennis Garcia said, short weeks good for capable offenses. Both have those. Future Rookie of the Year, Big Mac, will get his. Ryan can't play worse. Agreed, Dennis. So what is the bet? Dennis Drusty says Saints are the same, though. Falcons wins are against the Giants, Jets, Dolphins, and the beat-up Saints squad. Only bet the plus as I like Falcons team total under. Well, just from everything we've been seeing in the NFL, there's no way, and maybe this is a mistake, but there's no way I can back a team that's a touchdown favorite here, and the public is going to be all over them. I just can't do it. We just see the public taking a bath. Right now, 79% of tickets, 86% of cash on the Patriots. I feel uncomfortable about this total. What do you think of this total? Do you agree with Birdie on the under 47.5?
I think that is the smartest look in this. Again, short week. Teams, I know I'm directly contradicting something that, was it Dennis just said? Somebody just said this. Yeah, capable offense is fine. Short week, they never really seem to fire, though. It's Dennis. I agree with everything he's saying there, except for them coming out and putting up points this week. You might want to trust the better offense to win, which I would say right now is New England. But I agree with Birdie's look here. If I had to place a bet on this game, I would probably bet the under here. And a lot of that has to do with how good this New England defense is right now.
Well, no move for me at this point. Burgundy Bet says prime time home dogs are killing it this year. They have been of late. Connor Mackenhouse saying pass. And that's what I am at this point. I'm a pass at this point. I don't want to mess with the total. That's going to require more study for me. And it's Falcons or no bet, which may end up leading to a no bet. This is a pass for you, Bebsie.
Of course it is.
All right.
It's that day of the week that I wish was eliminated from football.